According to a study, just over half the people with intellectual disabilities all over the world have some sort of employment. For people with Down syndrome, the jobs they are employed in were found to largely underutilize their skills. KnowDisability, an organization started by Delhi-based photographer and bike enthusiast Mohit Ahuja, is trying to change that. Mohit grew up with an elder sister with special needs who works with an NGO to make candles and diyas.
So I have a sister who's challenged. My eldest sister is challenged, and so I've grown up with words like autism, Down syndrome in my house. Like first kid of the family, and she has something called the Curzon syndrome, which in the layman language is called monster face. Then I looked at my own sister Neeru, and she's after I think 30 years of going to that NGO where she goes. She's still at a stipend of 1,500 a month. So that kind of was a depressing thing to look at, right?
In 2015, Mohit quit his job to host a photography workshop for people with special needs.
There was this NGO that I was in touch with, and some of the boys used to go there. And we just did a normal summer workshop. It was my idea that एक बार 10 दिन का workshop करे देखते हैं. And we'll see. Maybe it will be a new exposure for the people, and so-called जो different people scene है वो होगा. And we did the workshop, and in 10 days I realized that there's so much more that they can do. And we somehow have just limited it to making candles, diyas, stationery, stuff like that, right? So there's nothing much happening.
The workshop led to the founding of KnowDisability, which aims to provide more opportunities to people with intellectual disabilities. And this brought new perspectives to the table.
Because in Bharat, they have a slant in their vision. So even if you saw Bharat, he needed a little assistance holding the camera up. Initially, they had this knack that whatever picture they click, suppose you're doing your portrait, so there's just this much of you, and then there's this very empty wall. And I think people are out there teaching how to do very minimalistic photography, and this is something they are born with.
आपके लिए photography क्या मायने रखता है? What does photography mean to you?
We are six boys. The 6 boys is coming. We're standing, having a camera. He's coming a celebrity with a tattoo artist. He say to pose, smile, anything smile, make it fair.
कमियां हम सब में हैं, right? Disability also I would say is in all of us. There are so many things I cannot do. So I am also disabled if you look at it that way. But we very smartly called that we are the normal of the society and they are challenged. We've been very smarty pants about it.
But convincing the parents to let their children attempt photography was a tough task.
The parents, it was tough because the society has trained you that आपका बच्चा challenge है. So don't expect too much from life. Like he'll just do little bit stuff and yeah, just be okay with it. Initially, it was obviously a lot of friction was there. But once one of them got in, like Shesha was the very first one to get an assignment. He shot for a motorcycle brand and he was paid 10,000 rupees on the spot with the parents being called on stage and applauded by say 200 bikers. That is something which a parent does not expect from a different disabled kid. उसके बाद that was a kaya palat and all the boys also started, अच्छा इसको पैसे मिले तो हमें मिल सकते हैं. And money runs the world, so yeah.
Now, Mohit wants them to stand on their own feet and for people to employ them based on their skill sets.
If I'm looking at them doing something, I want them to now get out of my shadow and just like get hired. I'm looking at a moment where they don't need me anymore. And not like I'm trying to get them away from my life, but that is, this is the good kind of getting kicked out, right? So I would rather get kicked out by them and see like, wow, okay, so you are at a stage and वो अपने पैरों पे खड़े होने वाली बात. So yeah, I would rather have them do that now.